Welcome to another edition of ITW, the show that's going to help you enhance instruction through innovation.
Today you're going to learn how to communicate inside of Canvas.
All right, David, so we know that Canvas is being implemented in a lot of our schools because it's a fantastic tool and it's something that a lot of teachers will enjoy using. But we want to try to give you guys a focus, a vision, some goals for how to use it effectively. There's a lot of different directions you can go to in terms of implementing it effectively, and we just want to give you one. And as you said earlier, we're going to talk about communication. Communication is one simple way, one goal, one focus that you can have in terms of how you're going to use Canvas, at least initially. So we just want to give you guys that starting point. And Canvas has a couple of great tools that allows communication to work effectively.
It does, and those two tools, the first one is called Announcements and the second one is called the Inbox. And what's so great about announcements are it's actually for the entire class. It's something that is course related or various class activities you want the students to see. And they see this immediately as soon as they log into Canvas and view their dashboard. They actually see a list of all those announcements. And the second one is the Inbox. And the Inbox is great when you want to reach out to the entire class, or if you want to reach a certain group of students or an individual student. And it's very similar to email, but it kind of takes that place of an email. And what you can also do inside the Inbox is when you send a message to the class or a group or individual student, is you can attach documents. You can also create videos. So let's actually go and check out these two features in action. So the first communication tool that we're going to discuss is the Inbox. And the Inbox, like we mentioned earlier, is a great replacement for email. It's good so you can actually contact students individually or in groups or by an entire class. So once you log into Canvas, you'll see your dashboard. And as you can see, we have one Inbox message right here from Aubrey. It's a new message, and you'll see all your new Inbox messages right here on your dashboard. Another location for your messages is up here at the widget on the top right corner of your screen. You can see an inbox and you see a notification right here that shows that I have one inbox message. So if I can go ahead and click on that. As you can see, Aubrey's message is appearing on the left hand side. I'm actually viewing all of the messages from all my courses. If you want to select messages from a particular course, just select the drop down menu and then select the course that you want to see the messages from. So if I go ahead and select Aubrey's message, it will populate on the right hand side. I can then reply to the message. If there's multiple people that the message has been sent to, I can reply to all. I can archive the message or delete the message. If I click on this gear option, I can mark it as unread, I can forward it, and I can also star that message. Let's go ahead and take a look at how to actually create a new message. We go ahead and select this new message button. A box will appear allowing us to select or send a new message. I can then select the course that I want to send the message to, or that the student that I want to send the message to is located in. So I'm going to send a message to Aubrey, and Aubrey is in the CMS Learns Network course. And I'm going to type his name right here. And it should populate automatically, so I'll just go ahead and select Aubrey. Now if you want to send the message to the entire class, you can just click on the contacts icon on the right hand side and then select all in CMS Learns Network or whatever the name of your course is called. So I'll do that as well just to show you what it will look like. And you can also remove people. So I'm going to just go ahead and remove Aubrey. So I'm basically going to be sending this message to everybody in this class. This is just going to be a test message. At the very bottom, I can send an attachment to this message just by clicking the paperclip icon and then selecting a item to attach to my message. I can then select the icon next to the paperclip to send an audio or video comment. I can then give my recording a title and record in either an audio message or a video message. This is great if you're actually going to be absent and you want to record a message to send to your students. You can also record that message outside of Canvas and upload it using the Upload Media tab. This is how you can use the Inbox to communicate with your students inside of Canvas.
Another great option for communicating with your students is
the announcement feature within Canvas. This allows you to communicate information about course activities or any just relevant topics with your students, and they'll be able to access this whenever they need to. When students first log into Canvas, they will see any new announcements that show up there. The blue dot there will kind of indicate that it's a brand new announcement, and the fact that anything's there will show that it's been unread, or at least marked as unread. So here's one announcement that has the blue dot next to it, meaning that it's brand new. And you can also see this other announcement that is in there that does not have the blue mark, which just means it's not brand new, but I just have not read it yet. So I am going to, so this is where I can, me and my students can see the announcements. And now I want to show you how you can create your very own announcements. So I'm going to go to our CMS Learns Network course. And when I click on that, that brings me here. And if I want to create a brand new announcement, I would just click Announcements. If this is your first time creating an announcement, you're going to see a big blue button right in the middle that will allow you, that you can just click on right there to add an announcement. But as you see, we already have a few announcements already in here. So if I wanted to add an announcement, I would just go over here to this blue button and click Add Announcement. That's going to bring me to my rich content editor. I can give this announcement a title, and then I can add a message in here. I have access to all the features in the rich content editor, including the external apps and the video tool. So if I wanted to record a message, I could do that and make that a part of my announcement. You also have the ability to attach files. So if there's something that you have on your hard drive or maybe in an external device, you could pull that into your announcement and make that available to them right here in Canvas. And then you also have a few additional options down here at the bottom. You can delay posting. If I wanted to create this announcement now, but I didn't want it to show until maybe Friday, I could do that by checking off this delay posting announcement. When I check that off, I now have the ability to select a date that I want this announcement to post. And once I hit done, that day has been set, and now this announcement can be created today, but will go out on the specified date. And then you also see down here you have a couple other options where I can require users must post before seeing replies. There's also a podcast feed and allow for liking. So if I wanted to include a liking capability in there, I could do that as well just by checking this box. And then once I'm done, I could hit save, and now my announcement will be posted. I am just going to hit cancel and go back, and then all my announcements will show here. You'll see the image next to the person who created the announcement. So you'll have all the announcements listed there. Over here, you'll see the little gear right next to it. Just want to mention this very briefly. It does have a few options here where you can close comments or delete announcements if you needed to. And then, as always, you have on this box up here where you can just do searches for announcements either by the person who sent it or information that was within the announcements. So that is an introduction to how announcements work, how they can be created, and where they are viewed. It is an excellent way to make information available to your entire class. So that's going to do it for this week's ITW. We try to give you guys some good strategies for communicating. We just want to give you just one simple tool, or not every tool, one simple way that you can use Canvas. There's a lot of things that Canvas offers. So we just try to give you just one simple plan that you can start using in your school or in your classroom, and communication is certainly a good jump off point. As always, don't forget to check out our CLM blog where we extend the conversation we're certainly going to get this week as we talk about more about the why of Canvas. We'll show you, so check out our CLM blog for that as well. And don't forget to check out our Innovative Teacher of the Month.
We kind of dropped the ball on that Innovative Teacher of the Month for December. So we're going to go ahead and let you guys know who our December winner for our Innovative Teacher of the Month. It is Jason Busick, a PE teacher at Kennedy Middle School, and he was nominated by his principal, Kevin Sudamek. Let's take a look at what Mr. Sudamek said about Jason. Mr. Busick includes using iPads to videotape students doing push-ups and then reviewing videos with the students to discuss proper technique and form. In addition, he uses Google Classroom to personalize his health lessons that align with students' lexile reading levels. Finally, he creates a learning experience club that focused on the basics of HTML coding. Wow, Mr. Busick is doing some phenomenal things down there in Kennedy Middle School. I had a chance to see him last year, and I can't even explain to you how good of a job he's doing. So once again, thanks Mr. Busick for all you do for our students. Also, thanks Mr. Sudamak for nominating him. Guys, make sure you nominate someone. We know that the great things are happening across CMS, so make sure you guys nominate someone for the Innovative Teacher of the Month. If you need to get a hold of us, you can reach out to us on Twitter. Our handle is @CMS to the Core. You can also shoot one of us an email address at our CMS Learns email address. Also check out our CLN website. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you guys check us out next week for another edition of ITW.